Hi everybody, I'm Joan and I want to talk to you today about eggs. A lot of people ask me basic questions on eggs because we use them all the time. And especially my younger students have a lot of questions. So here are a few pointers. First off, you want to make sure that when you're buying eggs that you check the carton and make sure that none of them are cracked or have any holes in them. Secondly, you want to make sure that you keep the eggs well refrigerated, 40 degrees or less. When you're cracking eggs, it's always good to have an egg on a flat surface. That way it avoids a mess. If you're cracking it over a bowl or if you're using something to crack it, you don't always know your own strength and you can get egg all over the place. My 14-year-old niece taught me this. Crack it on the surface and go ahead and crack it into the bowl. Now, the very important thing about cracking eggs into a bowl before putting it into whatever you're mixing is if there's a bad egg in the bunch, you don't ruin the rest of your ingredients with it. Then you just pour it into whatever you're mixing. Another thing you might want to do, or might have a recipe calling for, is separating your eggs. That is, the yolks and the whites. Those have different properties and are used in different ways, especially in baking. You crack your egg. And you can do it one of two ways. You can do it within the shell, which I like because it cuts the yolk and makes it much easier. Or you can do it by hand. Again, cracking your egg. And doing it this way. Also, when you want beaten egg whites, either for a meringue or for a pie, you want to be sure and use a metal whisk or a metal whisk attachment on your mixer. Always remember that you don't want any dairy products in the bowl that you're using, otherwise your eggs won't set up. Continue to whisk it. What you're doing is whisking air into the egg whites. You don't want any of the yellow or the yolk in the egg whites, and within a few minutes you'll have a beautiful, cloudy, fluffy bit of egg whites for your meringues. I'm Joan. Thank you for listening. And for more information, check out my website at alltothetable.com or join us in a class, Tutti a Tavola Cooking School, All to the Table, where you can get your PhD in delicious.